All right, let's
Okay.
get into this game tonight. Lions run roughshod over the Packers, 34-20.
Mhm.
Jerry Goff, 210 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. The Lions have 211 yards rushing. Do a great job of sacking Jordan Love. Picked
Mhm.
him off twice, although the last touchdown was not his fault. 246 passing yards, 1 touchdown. The question to you, are the Lions legit?
The Lions are the real deal. The Lions are the real deal. Thursday night football, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Lions. Everybody asking me, who you think gonna win the game? And I, without hesitation, said the Lions got this one, whether Travis Kelce was playing or whether he wasn't. The Lions have done a great job drafting. Listen to me.
Yes.
You got Sewell, Amon
Yep.
St. Brown,
Yep.
Laporta, Hutchinson, Brian Branch. Then the acquisitions in the offseason, Jared Goff. Man, they have built a completely different team. Mind you now, listen, the Lions haven't had a 2-win season in what, 20 plus some years. They 3-1 this year, and they are the
You mean a
team.
10-win season?
Huh?
What you mean, a 10-win season, 12-win season? What do you
Anyway,
mean?
they haven't
The
had a
10-win.
10-win season in 20 years.
Okay.
And it's looking like this is going to be the year they're going to get it done.
Yeah.
I
They
don't know
look
what
really.
I don't know what Dan Campbell got them boys over there eating down there in Detroit, but they eating something and they eating good.
If you remember when he first took the job, he says we're going to be a tough physical football team, and he got them to buy into that. He got rid of guys that didn't believe in the program. He got guys in there that wanted to be tough, that wanted to play a physical brand of football. And the hardest thing is because a coaching job, you're part of a lot of things. You're part best friend, you're part father, you're part psychologist, but you got to lead men, and you got to convince them that you know the direction and best to lead them. And if guys believe in you, they'll go to heaven or hell for you. He's got these guys playing extremely well. I picked them to win that division. I don't see any reason why I should get off that pick now. They're playing well on both sides of the football. They're dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. Hutchinson is getting after people. They're really good. They're a really good football team.
Listen, what they did in that first half on the offensive side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball, having the Green Bay Packers at negative yardage at the half. Half, this is the NFL.
Right.
This is the NFL we're talking about.
Right.
There's got to be ways to construct something to get some part of yardage out your offense. Not only they went into Lambeau Field, I picked the Packers to win. I messed up. I picked the Packers to win because Detroit, just the thought of Detroit going into Lambeau Field and actually winning the game.
Right.
The tides have turned. The tides have shifted in that division, and now Detroit is a legit contender to win it all in that division. That's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to win it all. The reason why I like the Lions, because a lot of people because you remember last year now, they kept the Packers out of the playoffs. They went to Lambeau Field the last game of the season with everything for the Packers riding on it. And if they could have got a team, to knock off another team, they would have made the playoffs. So the question that I had is that a lot of times we see teams, Ocho, end the season on a hot streak. And then people automatically assume, they're about to pick right up where they left off. But you don't know. You climbed to the mountain and climbed to the top of the mountain. But once the season's over, you start back at the bottom of the mountain next year. You don't pick up where you left off. They picked up with the same intensity, with the same focus. And he says, look, last year wasn't good enough. They talk about, we had a good season, but we didn't make the playoffs. We didn't win the division. Now let's finish what we started last year and let that be a continuation of what we do this year.
Listen, the funny thing about it and what makes it easy for them, the confidence, buying into what Dan Campbell has been talking about since day one, is that offensive line, the acquisitions of David Montgomery, the drafting of Jahmyr Gibbs, and that offense is humming. They humming. In all three phases tonight, they dominated the game. Special teams, offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball. Obviously, in the second half, it was a little.
They got after Jordan Love. That D line, that front got after Jordan Love.
Man, Hudson had 2 sacks last week. He had, I think, he had a sack tonight, or he had two. Yeah, another 2 again. Man, the boys, they playing some good ball, man, all the way across the board. And with this momentum and the confidence that they continue to build week in and week out, man, ain't no telling where they head. The ceiling is very high for the Lions right now.
I agree with you. Packer fans, Amon St. Brown, he caught the first touchdown. He does the Lions leap in Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
And I don't think it, there he jumped into a little pod. There were Lions fans. But what he has to realize, even though there's a pod of Lions fans, you're still in Lambeau Field, and Packers fans outnumber you. So he got a little beer. Did you do something like that? I think if I remember correctly, you jumped in the stands.
In the dog pound in Cleveland. I never forget Big Dog.
They shoved you.
It was Big Dog before preseason, in not preseason, before the game started. I went to Big Dog and asked him, with all due respect, if I happen to score on this side of the end zone, can I jump to you guys in the dog pound? He said, yeah, go ahead. So when I scored on that end, I jumped in the dog pound, but it was some fans on the opposing, some fans that I didn't talk to that weren't at the game early. And somebody poured beer on me, but with all the respect, I understood what comes with the territory. The funny thing about it, I did a Lambeau leap in Lambeau Field, but I bought tickets for 3 Bengals fans, and I put them in the south end zone, and I just hoped I would score in the south end zone. I happened to get in there, and I jumped it in, but I didn't have to deal with Bill that time.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody should be surprised that although there were
you know what you get. You know what you get. Come on now.
Yeah, you run up in the stands, whatever. Hey, if I'd have some ketchup, I'm gonna hold me some packets of ketchup. Because if you jump up here and I'm in the stands, I'm gonna have that helmet looking like a bucket of curly fries, because I'm gonna dump ketchup all on top of your helmet.
Oh yeah.
So I agree. Lions look legit to me. I think they're gonna win that division. How far, let's just say for the sake of argument, they win the division. How far do you think they can go? Can they win a playoff game? Can they get to the NFC Championship game? How far do you got them go? How do you have them ranked? Okay. 49, you got the 49ers, you got the Eagles. Are the Lions the third best, the fourth best? Because of the Cowboys, I know you like the Cowboys, but where do you have them in the hierarchy of the NFC?
You know what the funny thing, I got them maybe about fourth. Maybe about fourth, maybe fourth or fifth, because the
you got 49ers or Eagles first.
How would you put it? Would you put Eagles first or 49ers?
I got 49ers. I think for me, the 49ers have been more impressive. Not to say the Eagles aren't a good football team, but I've just been more impressed with the 49ers, in which they've dominated the game. So I would go 49ers, Eagles, Lions, Cowboys. That would be that's where I would go.
I think I would put the Cowboys third, because the Cowboys have had somewhat of postseason success, but they're always in contention in the playoff. The Lions haven't been there yet, so I would probably put the Lions at 4. But I like the Eagles, I like the 49ers, Cowboys, then Lions. That's how I would order it.